Do you want your money to work for you? Welcome to the fascinating world of compound interest, a financial concept that embodies the very essence of the phrase, make your money work for you. Now, this may sound like financial jargon, but stay with me, and you'll see it's more friend than foe. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. The further it rolls, the larger it becomes, picking up more snow along its path. In the same way, compound interest works by earning you interest not only on your initial investment, but also on the interest that's already been added. Sounds neat, right? Let's break it down a bit further. Suppose you invest $100 with an annual interest rate of 5%. After a year, you'll have $105. That's your original $100 plus $5 in interest. But here's where the magic happens. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your initial $100, you're earning interest on $105. That means you'll have more than $110 at the end of the second year. And the beauty of it is that this process continues year after year, your money growing at an increasing rate, much like our snowball rolling down the hill. This is the power of compound interest. But you may wonder, what if I don't have $100 to start with? Well, the beauty of compound interest is that it doesn't discriminate. Whether you're starting with $10, $100, or $1,000, the principle remains the same. The more time you give your money to grow, the more you'll have at the end. So whether you're looking to save for a new car, a dream vacation, or just want to grow your wealth, understanding and utilizing the power of compound interest can be your secret weapon. Now, wouldn't you like to see your money grow like that? Let's introduce you to Jane, a savvy saver who discovered the power of compound interest. Jane was like many of us in her early 20s, just starting her career, living paycheck to paycheck, and believing that savings were for later. But one day, a conversation with her financially wise uncle changed everything. He introduced her to the concept of compound interest, and from that day forward, Jane was on a mission. She began by setting aside a small amount every month. It wasn't much, just $50, but it was a start. Jane found an account that offered compound interest, which meant that not only would her initial savings earn interest, but the interest would then earn interest too. This is the magic of compound interest. It's interest on interest, a snowball effect that can turn modest savings into a substantial sum over time. As Jane moved through her 20s and 30s, she continued to save. Some months she could save more, some less, but she never stopped. And all the while, her savings were quietly growing, boosted not just by her contributions, but by the powerful effect of compound interest. By the time Jane reached her 40s, those $50 a month had grown significantly. And the beautiful part? A large portion of that growth was not from her own pocket, but the result of compound interest. It was as if her money had been working for her all these years, multiplying in the background while she went about her life. Now, in her 60s, Jane is reaping the benefits of her early decision to save and embrace compound interest. From that initial modest monthly saving, she's built a nest egg that gives her financial security and freedom. She can travel, help her family, and enjoy her retirement without financial stress. And it all started with a small monthly saving and the power of compound interest. It's a testament to the fact that you don't need to be a millionaire to grow wealth. You just need patience, consistency, and a little bit of financial wisdom. And that, my friends, is how Jane turned her modest savings into a hefty sum. Are you wondering how Jane did it? It's all thanks to the magic of compound interest. Now let's dive into this concept, shall we? Picture compound interest as a snowball rolling down a snowy hill. At first it's small, but as it rolls down, it picks up more snow, growing larger and faster. That's exactly how compound interest works with your money. But how does it differ from simple interest? Well, simple interest is like a flat road. Your money rolls along, but it doesn't pick up speed or grow larger. It's a steady, predictable, but ultimately slower journey. It's calculated only on the initial amount, or principal, that you deposit or borrow. On the other hand, compound interest is calculated not only on your initial deposit, but also on the interest that you've previously earned. That's the snowball effect. Your money grows at an accelerating rate, and it's this acceleration that can make a huge difference in the long run. Let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine you deposit $100 into a savings account with a yearly interest rate of 5%. With simple interest, at the end of the year, you'd earn $5. So, after 10 years, you'd have $150. Not bad, right? But hold on, here's where it gets interesting. If that same account had compound interest, you'd still earn $5 in the first year. but in the second year, you'd earn interest on $105, not just the initial $100. So you'd earn $5.25. It may not seem like much more, but remember our snowball? It's starting to grow. As the years go by, this difference becomes more pronounced. After 10 years, you'd have about $162.90. That's nearly $13 more than with simple interest. So the longer you leave your money, the more it grows. That's the magic of compound interest. Now that you know the magic, how can you make the most of compound interest? First and foremost, start early. The earlier you start saving or investing, the more time your money has to grow. The beauty of compound interest is that it can turn even the smallest sums into a substantial nest egg over time. So don't delay. Whether you're in your teens, 20s, or even older, it's never too late to start. Next, save regularly. Consistency is key when it comes to compound interest. It's not about the amount you save, but the regularity. Whether it's $10 a week, $100 a month, or $1,000 a year, each contribution feeds the magic of compound interest, allowing your money to grow exponentially. Now let's talk about reinvesting the interest. This is where the real power of compound interest comes into play. By reinvesting the interest you earn back into your savings or investment, you're essentially earning interest on interest. This accelerates the growth of your money, making your savings or investment balloon at an even faster rate. But here's the catch. Compound interest requires patience. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. The effects of compound interest are not always immediately visible. In the early years, your savings or investment might seem to grow at a snail's pace, but remember, it's a slow and steady race. Over time, the growth becomes more and more pronounced. And finally, keep a close eye on your interest rate. The higher the rate, the faster your money will grow. Shop around for the best rates and don't be afraid to switch if you find a better deal. In conclusion, to make the most of compound interest, start early, save regularly, reinvest your interest, be patient, and always keep an eye on your interest rate. Remember, compound interest is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a slow and steady way to build wealth. So, are you ready to harness the power of compound interest? Let's take a moment to recap the magic we've been talking about. Compound interest, a simple yet powerful concept, is essentially interest on interest. It's the snowball effect of your savings, where your money grows exponentially over time. This isn't just about adding a few extra dollars to your piggy bank each year. It's about transforming those dollars into a powerful financial engine that can fuel your dreams and secure your future. We've met Jane, our savvy saver, who showed us that starting early can make a world of difference. By consistently saving and investing, she's been able to reap the benefits of compound interest. Her money has been working for her, even while she sleeps. But remember, compound interest isn't just for the Janes of the world. Anyone can harness its power. Whether you're a student saving for your first car, a young professional planning for retirement, or a parent setting up a college fund, compound interest can help you reach your financial goals faster. The key is consistency and patience. Regular contributions to your savings or investment account, no matter how small, can add up over time. And the longer you let your money grow, the more you'll benefit from the compounding effect. So, what's stopping you? The world of compound interest is at your fingertips. It's never too late or too early to start making the most of it. Don't let your money sit idle in a bank account, earning peanuts in interest. Instead, put it to work. Let it grow. Let it thrive. Compound interest can be your secret weapon in the world of finance. It's a tool that can help you build wealth, achieve financial independence, and secure a comfortable future. After all, the best time to start making your money work for you is now. So let's make your money grow with the power of compound interest.